Today I'm going to tell you what the essentials are for nursing school, what you must have in order to have the best time at nursing school and in order to make your time easier. Stay tuned to hear the 5 must-haves. The first must-have is a backpack, and this one might seem really random and really strange, but I think actually a backpack is such a super easy one to buy and to get, and also it makes nursing school or going to uni or going to college so much easier, because instead of having a handbag where you're tilted to one side and it kind of makes your weight uneven, you just have a backpack on, and it means you can carry a lot more stuff in your backpack without hurting your back. So I think definitely a backpack I'd recommend, because I know me and my friends when we're in college, we always had a handbag at the start of the year, because obviously it's more fashionable and we wanted, I don't know, to start the year off with something really nice. And then throughout the months we all just started converting to backpacks because it's just so much easier on your back, and frankly you've 2 hands free then when you have it on your back, and you can just carry so much more stuff. So I'd recommend, if you are starting college or thinking about doing nursing, then definitely think about buying a backpack and investing in quite a good one. I have the Kanken, and I'll put a picture on the screen here, and I found this one really good because it's just really sturdy and holds everything I need, and I have it in bright pink as well, so everyone knows when I'm going. The must-have number 2 is a really good pair of shoes. This might sound like a really boring one, but it's actually essential. When you're on placement for hours and hours on end and you're on your feet the majority of the time, invest in a good pair of shoes. It's similar to the backpack. They might be expensive up front, but the wear to usage will be really, really good, and there's nothing worse than sore feet. I wear, I'll show you, I wear these NMD's runners, and I know they're not the most professional and some wards won't let you wear them, but I actually had an operation on my toe, so it's really, really painful, so I have to wear something with a really wide kind of front of the shoe, so they work really well for me. But most people wear, there's a Clark's pair that a lot of people wear, all black. They're meant to be all black, so I should really get ones that don't have a white sole. But all black runners work really well. Most places don't comment on your shoes because they know you're a student, you've invested in those shoes. They might not be exactly what you want them to wear, but you're not an actual employee, so I don't think they really say much. I've never had a problem wearing them. I've always just said it at the start of placement, I wear these because of my toe, hope that's okay, and there's never any problem. So if you're looking for good shoes, I'd recommend all black. Skechers are really good. They do like all black kind of runner ones with a black sole, and they're just really discreet with your trousers, uniform, or even if you wear the dress. And the other ones are the Clarks. They're the main 2 I can think of that people really rave about and really like. So invest in a good pair of shoes. The must-have number 3 is a fob watch. And for anyone who doesn't know, this is the watch that kind of sits upside down on your chest here, and it goes on your uniform, and this is essential for taking respiratory rate and also pulse. So when you're trying to take those 2 things, you need to look at your clock and take them at the same time, so you'd be like looking down like that. And also they're just really handy to be able to tell the time when you're on placement, because obviously you're not meant to have your phone on you, so you don't want to keep whipping that out. Instead you can just look down onto your chest and see the time. So I'd recommend that. Also, if you're wondering where to get them for a cheap fob watch, they do lots on Amazon and eBay, but also I found Argus is really good, and my fob watch is actually from Argus, and it's silver, so it looks really professional. I know you can get the coloured ones, which are really cute as well, and a lot of the children's nurses wear them because they're really fun and bright, but I just wanted the full plain silver one, and has kind of green numbers, I think, like lime green numbers, so it's really easy to read. I definitely recommend investing in one of them. Not much of an investment, but it will definitely help you with respiratory rate and pulse, like I said. on placements, you don't keep having to get your phone out because it's just not very professional and you don't want to get in trouble. Number 4 is a planner, and this is an essential one because college and university, whatever you like to call it, can get really jam-packed with assignments and personal life and lectures and exams and societies and everything. So if you have a planner, at least you can see everything in front of you, and it will make it so much easier to be able to plan your weeks and your months and your year without feeling overwhelmed and getting stressed about it. Because I definitely found in first year there was just so much to remember and so much to take in and write down and everything, and I had various different types of calendar. I know there's the online one like the Google calendar and the Apple calendar, so if that's for you, then use something like that and just plan it really far in advance, or plan it every night or every week, whatever you may prefer. But I actually really like the paper, just old-fashioned book planner, because I find you can flick through the days and see what you're doing in a month's time, and it also, if you use a pencil or a rub-out pen, then you can change things really easily. So whichever one you prefer, I'd recommend having some type of planner, just so you're not feeling really overwhelmed when you have lots of things in the future, or you think, I don't know if I'll be able to fit in work, maybe if you work part-time in between your lectures and stuff. Well, at least if you've everything planned out, then you'll be able to fit things in between and be able to do that no problem, and not have to worry about will I be able to fit it in or anything like that. So definitely recommend a planner of some sorts, paper or otherwise. Must have number 5 is one that I don't think many of you will have heard of, or maybe you have. It's an app called Scape. I'll put the name on the screen. And basically Scape is an app that encourages you to use flashcards to study. So instead of making pages and pages of flashcards and wasting the trees, we're going to use it, well, we're not, but I use it online to make flashcards for myself. So for instance, I have an exam in 10 days coming up, and it's on acute care needs. So I've made flashcards for that exam, and basically the app uses spaced repetition, meaning the more you get something right, it puts it to the end of the pile, and if you get things wrong a lot, wait, is that right? You put it to the end of the pile if you get it right a lot, and if you get it wrong a lot, it keeps giving it to you again until you get it right, and you score how easy you find that question. So be really honest with yourself. If you didn't find it easy, say a 1 out of 10. If you found it was super easy and didn't have to think about the answer, you say 10 out of 10. It's hard to explain, but definitely download the app. It's completely free, and it will just make your life so much easier. It also uses a technique of studying called active recall, and this is probably the best way I find to study. It's basically repeating stuff to you in your head or speaking out loud, and it's just basically the best way to get information to stick in your brain and go into your long-term memory, so you remember it for not just the exam but going on into the future, which obviously in nursing is really important because the stuff we are learning now obviously will help us in the future. It's not just meant to be in one ear out the other. We want to maintain the information as much as possible. So I definitely recommend the app Scape. There's another one called Anki, but I find Scape a lot more user friendly. So I'd recommend using Scape over Anki. I've tried both, but you can download both. They're both free, and see which one you prefer. So guys, these are the 5 must-haves that I think you may need for nursing school. I hope you really enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching and listening again.